Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing Mammon, or Mammon, however you want to say his name, as a yandere for you, the listener. These are headcanons and trait list and such of what he would be like, basically, and possibly a scenario at the end. Remember, that Mammon is a horrible, horrible person in canon. So these are his base headcanons and traits. That means they're not going to be the best headcanons and traits because, let's be honest, him as a yandere, as close to his personality as we get, would be very toxic. So these are not happily ever after headcanons or traits. Anyways, let's get on to business. And yes, so let's start off with the disclaimer. Mammon is in canon to be the absolute worst. This is canon. What is not canon is him being yandere. Mammon is not yandere in canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters and fictional yanderes is fine. Just do not be illegal or gross about it. Also remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Oh, thank you. Now, on to the video. Mammon is the absolute worst as a yandere. We want a toxic and high-key abusive yandere. It is for sure going to be the king of sin, and to be the sin of greed, the king of greed himself, Mammon. This man is the most greedy SOB yandere out there, for sure. Especially when it comes to you. But unlike other yanderes, he will probably make adult fun time robots of you to sell. Of course, no one can have the real thing. He most likely gets off on the fact that people buy fake versions of you, and that he is the only one that gets to have you, the real version of you. He is greedy, and you need to have your full focus on him at all times. You are his darling, and he is the king of greed, which means all the money is his. So, as the king of greed, why would you want to be with anyone else other than him? He is also so underhanded and manipulative. He knows when he pushes you too far, though, and will show he cares to keep you from leaving him or fighting against him. The man is the type of man. The man is the type of man that doesn't make sense. Why did I write it like that? Anyways, the man is a type of yandere. There we go. That's correct. That would manipulate you into thinking you needed him. That without him, you are nothing at all. Oh, Satan! In a tube top. Why did I write that? Okay, anyways. Oh, Satan in a tube top. This man is toxic. He knows dang well that you can do way better than him. So he will keep you under his thumb as much as possible, and you will never realize what. Sorry, my tongue is not working today with this script. So he will keep you under his thumb as much as possible, so you never realize what a piece of poo he is. He is also the most petty and jealous type of yandere there is. Something so small, just as you smiling at someone else, can piss him off so much at the person and be jealous at that person. Again, with being the sin of greed, you should only be his. He is greedy of your attention and greedy of your time and just greedy of you in general. You are for certain seen as a prize and object by him, and much less like a person. You are his treasure. No one else can have you. He also would spoil you to the core, not because he is willing to pay money for you and do all that stuff, but more because if he knows if he keeps buying you gifts and spoiling you, you will be less likely to leave him and less likely to realize how much of a poo partner he is. He is a spider-like demon, so he will have you in his webs for sure. It did not take him long to get you trapped in his web of lies and obsession. He would have for sure made it look and seem like he was such a great guy, spoiling you, taking care of you, and just adoring you in general. Once he is certain that you will not turn him down, he will ask you to be his partner. If you say yes, you can and accept. If you say yes, you can expect. Sorry, my brain did not work for a second. To not be gaslit and for him to continue to spoil you. Everything would be good that way. If you say no, he will say all the stuff he he has done for you, such as spoil you, such as buy you things, how much of a great guy he is, and pretty much that he did all this stuff for you, and that you are nothing without him. He will be gaslighting you into think you are ungrateful and that you are losing out. Really toxic. That's really toxic. Either way, he is going to get you to agree. If somehow you don't agree, he can always chain you down and keep you imprisoned as his imprisoned treasure. He, on some sick level, would think to himself that he does take care of you, and that he does care for you, and that he does love you, because he really does feel that he loves and adores you. To him, this is love. But his love is very much with him getting what he wants and making sure that he does not lose you. But where can, but, ugh, but where he can use you. Yes, that is why I said, and he shows his love no matter how toxic it is by buying you gifts for you, because that is the one way he knows that he can show his love and show how much he adores you without it being toxic. So, in the short end of it, he is a manipulative, deadly, toxic sort of sugar daddy, yandere, more or less. Money is, and gift giving is his love language. So, yeah, I will get into more details on the money, gift giving, love language at the end of this. He would also slaughter his rivals very easily. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No one is good enough for you except for him. He is the only one good enough for you. He also would offer money to his rivals to leave you alone, but they better not get greedy with that, because if they do, they will be ended up unalived very fast, very, very fast, to be in fact, for good. Side note, Mammon sees himself as Lucifer's best friend, and he is a ripoff artist, making the off-brand Lululand with O's instead of U's. That is canon, and he has even used Lucifer's appearance in his thing for his work for his Lululand. So yeah, he rips off stuff as well, off-brand shite. But of but to his petty side, back to his petty side. But back to his petty side, it does not take much for him to get petty. And with rivals, he will even be more petty and would go definitely for revenge for the littlest of things. Now, on to his money and gift giving and all that stuff. Now, first off, if you are willing to be Mamon's and you're willing to be his sugar baby and you're feeding into his greed and into his obsession, you would very much get a very good price. Like if you're willing to be his partner full time and to not cheat on him and to just adore him, he would have you as a sugar baby so freaking fast. Like, oh my God. If you are willing to put up with his attitude and to just do what he says, and you could really reap the benefits of being a really spoiled sugar mama. And if you baby trap him, he would want an heir, of course, an heir for his empire and stuff. So he would definitely want you to have a son, obviously. But if you were to baby trap him, you would probably be even to score a marriage and be also probably able to be spoiled even more because he has that. And if you give him a son, he'll be even more happy. He doesn't seem like the guy that would want a daughter. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, needed water. My throat was getting dry with all that talking. Anyways, now onto the money. He would also love to make love to you on a pile of money. Have you dance while he gives you $100 souls, because that's what the currency now is called, while and stuffing it into your undergarments and such. He would definitely be into that, and money as his love language is also with intimate stuff as well. So yeah, Spoiling you is also making love with you on a big pile of money, which is hashtag life goals. If like, I think that's everyone's life goal at some point, just to roll in a bed with millions of dollars. Like, oh my god, yes, that is a life goal. Anyways, that was basically what you would be doing with your man. Anyways, those are the base headcanons and traits. Yes, and I will do a scenario right about now. You sat with Mammon in his office, smiling at him. He is giving you your daily allowance, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, and you knew you could smooch some more out of him. You are his darling, his love of his life, his everything. He convinced you to be his for a long, long time, and he adored you. But of course, he became jealous when people took his alone time with you away. Like the poor sap that's coming into the office at this very second. Mr. Mammon Man, Imp says, and Mammon growls, "What?" he says, angrily, almost snarling at the poor imp who tenses up. "Can't you see that I am busy?" He snaps angrily and looks ready to attack the poor imp. He flashes in front of the imp and growls at him. "I am with the most important person in my life. They get my full attention right now. What could you want?" he says, growling, and you watch as this happens. Maman was not willing to share you at all, and when it was your in his alone time, especially of you getting money out of him, because he had to make sure that you were not using him, but that you were still spoiled enough to be kept by him, was not the time to interrupt his alone time with you. The imp stuttered and you got up. "Maman, baby," you say, and take his arm into your arm and pull him slightly, pull him down. You wave from behind Maman's back for the imp to run away, and you pull Maman into a heated kiss. Maman, very happily with this, sits you on the desk and kisses you deeply, ravaging your mouth. You make out with him for some time, and then finally pull back. "Maman, it's okay. That little imp is nothing to us. Besides, I wasn't even looking at him. I was looking more at you," you tell him and grip onto him. You knew Mammon was toxic. You very well knew this very much. But he was your man, and you put up with it because you loved to be spoiled by him, and you also did love him on some level. You knew that he was risky being with a sin at all in general, and that he's not as adoring as Ozzy is to Fizz. But you adored him nonetheless. He was yours. He was your greedy asshole, and you loved him, and you would stay by him no matter what. Also, the money made it help either. It made it help better. He pulls out his wallet and gives you your week daily allowance. I said daily allowance and an extra tip. "Buy something a little sexy," he says, tracing your sides and going down to your hip bone. "I want us to have a great night tonight," he says. You smirk and kiss him one more time. "Oh, you know about it. You know I will, Daddy," you tell him, and he smirks. You walk out with the money, and as the imp you pass looks at you, mouthing a thank you. Everyone knew that Maman was easier to be around when you pleased him, so they were very thankful when you made him happy because it made him less hostile to lessers, and it just made everything easier. Of course, when you upset Maman and fought with him, that made it more difficult. You walk out and hail your limo and get in. Maman spoiled you rotten, and you did not mind at all. Of course, someone was watching you. You had a stalker. This stalker was obsessed with you and bought the adult fun time robots that Maman had Ozzy make of you. He hated that you were with Maman. Maman was not good enough for you, so he followed you, following in his bike as he follows your limbo. Finally, when you get out, he yanks you into the alleyway and pins you to the wall, kissing you deeply. Oh my god, he was forcing a kiss on you, and you did not know what to do at all. You fight against him the best you can, but he is not letting up. You then grab your phone and speed dial Maman and bite the man. Let go of me, you son of a... I cannot say the word because YouTube does not like that word. Son of a witch of a bee, you say, and push him off. Come on, I know Mammon can't please you like I can. And that was it. Mammon was angry. You figured out where you were and teleported there with ease and grabbed the imp that was kissing you, smashing their head into the wall repeatedly until it was just a pile of mush. If there was any structure left to it, he would continue smashing it. You stare in shock and horror, but knew that you were safe now. My mom pulls away and takes his bloody hand up to your face, kissing you, telling you that he's going to get you a security guard from now on, because this can't happen again, and that limo driver was as good as dead for hurting you. You are mine, and I am never letting you out of my sight again if you are not with a security guard. He growls, possessively, a little shaken up that someone got to you, though. He did not show weakness very often. You wrapped your arms around him and hold him close. Okay, I promise I'll behave, you tell him, and he teleports you both back to his office where he was going to keep you for the rest of the day because he could not lose you. He would kill anyone that tried to take you from him. That can be sure. You can be sure of. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. Sorry that it took so long to record. Again, the sluggish feeling and the sicky poos, and then my COVID shot, and then my flu shot. It was just a lot. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you would like to see more, comment below what you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. Also, I did a more, since the headcanons were so because Mammon is pretty toxic, I did decide on that scenario because it was more positive and what people want when they simp for a character. So yes, that's, I thought, how it would even out. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. Again, if there's anything you like to see, comment below what it is you would like to see, and I will do my best to do it. And yes, now on to the Patreon outro. And Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are wonderful. You are fabulous. You are beautiful. You are stunning. Thank you, Gav. Thank you for being my first patron in the Queen King's Majesty tier. Queen Gav, thank you. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron. Thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron. And in my King's, not King's, my witches, warlocks, sorcerers, / mages tiers. Thank you, Wicked Brony. You are fabulous, Wicked Brony. Thank you. And anyways, on to the rest of the outro. Thank you again for this. I hope you all enjoyed it again. And if there's anything you want to see, check it out. Also, I'll have linked videos in cards at the end of the video for you to check out of different yanderes and characters and such. If you want to see more of that, maybe something with Beelzebub or Asmodeus, if you want to check those out. Also, should I update Asmodeus and Fizzarali, since we got a lot more on their characters in the last 2 episodes of Helluva Boss with Oops and Mammon's musical madness type of thing? Should I redo them and also redo a share of them? Comment below yes or no. And yeah. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. And I hope that you all had a great Halloween. I know I didn't have a Halloween special. I felt so crappy. I'm going to have to redo the Halloween list of what I'm able to do in November from now to the end of November, because I probably won't be able to get it all done, which I feel awful about, but they will be up there for doing it as soon as possible. I just have Christmas lists, Christmas and December list of stuff to do as well, so I have a lot on my plate. Anyways, stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye. Secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro. Welcome to the secret outro. The secret outro of the day is, would you smash Mammon even though he's a butthole? I would hit it once, but I couldn't commit to multiple times because he's a real butthole. I love him. I adore him. I just hate his personality, and it really takes down the adult fun time appeal for me. But I would still smash at least once for the experience. At least once. Yes. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!